boys and girls. It's good to see you again. Glad to be back with you. You might notice that I'm a little overdressed for a video read aloud today. Well, that's because today I'm going to talk about a few things about missing things. I really have thought about this a lot the last couple of weeks about how much there are things that I miss right now, things that I miss doing or places I miss going. Can you figure out where I'm at? 'Cause I really miss this place. I actually probably would have been here once or twice by now, but unfortunately not. We'll figure it out when we're done. So in the midst of not being at school and not being able to do all the things we normally do, we're missing a lot of the fun things and missing a lot of things about school and about our families. So one of the things that I miss, Bow Tie Tuesday. I really miss Bow Tie Tuesday. Fix it, there it is. So I decided to wear a bow tie today. You know what I miss? Going to the ballpark. Yeah. I miss hanging out with you guys at lunch and just sitting down and eating lunch with you. I really miss, hey parents, cover your ears. I really miss stealing your Reese cups and your Reese's Pieces. Okay, tell your mom and dad to cover their ears. I miss the fist bumps that we get. I miss saying hello first thing in the morning and saying goodbye when you're getting in the cars or on the buses at the end of the day. There were just a lot of things that I really, really miss about not being at school. And I'm sure there are lots of things that you really miss as well. So tell me, what are a couple of things that you really miss about not being at school? Yeah, I miss a lot of those too. And I bet sometimes you feel sad, maybe angry that you're missing those things. But you know, it's okay to miss those things. It's okay to be sad and miss those things. Because someday soon, and soon could be a little bit longer or a little bit less, but someday we'll have all those things back and we'll be able to enjoy Bow Tie Tuesday, having lunch, fist bumps coming into school and on our way out of school and just walking down the hallway. The Lego wall, I miss the Lego wall. So it's okay to miss those things. And you know, I miss seeing some of my friends and family in person, not just on video that I usually get to see. And it's okay that we miss those things. That just means that we really love them that much more. And so today we're going to talk a little bit about how do we adapt to this new situation and when it's hard and when we do miss these things. And so we're going to talk about being adaptable. It's one of our Portrait graduate traits is being adaptable. If you remember, being adaptable means able to change your behavior or your way of thinking when you need to. I guarantee you, so many of you have had to change your behavior because you're not at school. You're at home and maybe mom and dad have a little bit different expectation. Or you've had to change your way of thinking about what school is because school is not in the building anymore, at least not right now. You've had to change the way you think about interacting with your friends because you can't just walk down the street and hang out all the time. Now you have to do it on technology. So we've had to adapt. We've had to be adaptable in this new environment. And missing those things that are important and precious to us is a part of being adaptable because we have to be without them for a little while. But I know we're going to get back to them again. And we'll celebrate that moment and we'll adapt right back to where we were. But for now, we're going to be adaptable to the environment we have. And know that it's okay to miss things and to be sad about those things, but to look forward to seeing them again. So today we're going to read a book, Memoirs of a Goldfish. This book was actually written by Devin Cillian and illustrated by a grand old person named Tim Bowers. His grandson is actually in our school. And I've actually got to meet Tim Bowers. And he actually signed the book for me. That's pretty cool. So we're going to read Memoirs of a Goldfish, and at the very end, we'll talk a little bit about being adaptable, and I'll give you a little task to do, and we'll figure out where I am. So here we are, Memoirs of a Goldfish. Day 1, I swim around my bowl. Day 2, I swim around my bowl twice. Day 3, I swam around my bowl I thought about taking a nap, but fish don't sleep. So I swam around my bowl. Day 4. I got some company today. I don't like the looks of him one bit. He doesn't say anything. He just bubbles. Day 5. Mr. Bubbles still hasn't said a word. He just looks at me. I said hello today, and he said, he's kind of creepy. But our goldfish has to be adaptable to this new person in his world. Day 6. Today my bowl looks like a garden. There are a bunch of plants in here now, and I guess I'll have to water them. Great. Day 7. Mr. Bubbles and I now have company. He's a snail. He says his name is Mervin, and he likes to eat the slime off the inside of the bowl. He's disgusting. This is a lot of change in our little goldfish's life, isn't it? Day 8. Things are getting very crowded. While watering the plants, I met a crab named Fred. I offered him my fin and he nearly cut it off. Even Mr. Bubbles is afraid of him. Fred says I should stay on my side of the bowl. Look, I said, the whole bowl is my side of the bowl. He snapped his claw and Mervin fainted. I gotta get out of here. Day 9. Oh my, this is a very full bowl. That does it. My bowl now contains a sunken pirate ship, 2 guppies named Rhoda and Clark, and an angelfish named Cha-Cha, who says she's from Hollywood? I can't turn around without bumping into something. At least Mervin is happy. There's more gunk on this side of the bowl every day. Lots of change happening. Day 10. This is ridiculous. I was trying to find room for a swim today when Rhoda and Clark told me they were going to have babies soon. Like there's room for that. Fred knocked Mr. Bubbles over and he became tangled in his plants. Cha-Cha said she couldn't help with Mr. Bubbles, but needed me to apply her sunscreen. The sides of the bowl are covered in slime, and Mervin says he's even too full to eat anymore. Yuck. Day 11. I'm a nervous wreck. Trying to avoid Fred, I turned around quickly this morning and came face to face with my reflection in a mirror. I nearly jumped out of my gills. I don't even look like myself anymore. I need to relax. Sometimes I think I need to relax in the midst of the situation we're in. No matter how much I miss something, no matter how hard it's been to adapt, I just need to relax and use some of those calm down strategies that Mrs. Thatcher has taught us. Day 12. I've had it. Rhoda and Clark were racing around the bowl. Fred was fighting with Mr. Bubbles. Mervin kept belching, and Cha-Cha told me I was standing in her light, and I just lost it. This is my bowl, I screamed. I want my bowl back. So clearly he's in the red zone right now. When we have to adapt to a new situation, it can take us from the green zone where we're really happy, really enjoying everything, and send us right to the red zone. And we get angry and frustrated. But there are so many tools that we have and strategies that we have to be able to get out of that red zone, maybe back to the yellow, maybe back to the green. The same thing if we end up in the blue zone where we're just sad or tired and just not able to be productive. We have tools and strategies to get us back into a good feelings place. Remember, red and yellow and blue zones, those are all zones we all live in sometimes. It's not that they're bad. We just try to get back into a good, comfortable place. What are some of the tools and strategies you use? Can you share them with me? Yeah, I like those too. The one Mrs. Thatcher taught me that I really like is the push-pull breathing. You know, you put your hands down at your side and you push, pull, push, pull. Or there's the figure 8 breathing that some of you like to do. Sometimes there's visualizing, just closing your eyes and visualizing a calming place. So use those strategies when you're finding it hard to adapt to the situation we're in. Use some of those strategies. I wonder if our goldfish will find a strategy to use. Day 13. Today I got my wish, sort of. With a whoosh and a splash and a clank and a plunge, I was suddenly in a very tiny bowl of pure, clear water. It was small, but it was all mine. It was heavenly. I swam around my new bowl twice. But I started to wonder what happened to everyone. When I last saw Mr. Bubbles, he was tangled in green. Who would help him? Poor Mervyn was probably sick as a dogfish. He needs me. Cha-Cha will get a sunburn without me around. What about Rhoda and Clark? Did they have their baby guppies? There are probably thousands of them right now. They need me to make guppy bottles and change guppy diapers. Even Fred needs me. I'm the only one who can really talk to that crabby guy. Have they even noticed that I'm gone? Does anyone miss me? I started to cry. And that's not easy for a fish to do. Now he's in the blue zone. So he was in the red zone. Now he's in the blue zone. I wonder what strategy he's going to use to get out of the blue zone. That's when I like to visualize some happy things. So when I get really sad because I miss Bow Tie Tuesday, or I miss my fist bumps, or I miss High Five Friday, I start to visualize those fun times. And that helps me get out of that blue zone. After a long, sad night, there was a whoosh and a splash and a clank and a plunge, and I was suddenly sprayed in the face by Bubbles. Mr. Bubbles gurgled a happy tune. Rhoda and Clark raced by me like 2 speedboats, followed by 12 of the cutest baby guppies you'd ever seen. Mervyn waved his tail at me from the nice, clean glass of our enormous tank. Cha-Cha sat happily beneath an umbrella. I think even Fred missed me. We were all back together, and I looked around and realized I was part of a big family. I guess I must have smiled because Clark said, "You look happy." I wanted to see for myself. "Where's the mirror?" I asked. "What mirror?" asked Clark. "We don't have a mirror," said Fred. "No mirror?" I wondered. No wonder I didn't look like myself. It wasn't me I was seeing. Her name is Gracie, and she's the color of fresh tangerine. She's a Pisces, just like me. Ask your parents why that's funny. And today, we're going to swim around the tank together. Twice. So you see, even goldfish have to adapt. Even goldfish have to find their way in and out of those different zones. But PAX leaders are adaptable. And PAX leaders use their tools and strategies to help them get out of the zones that they don't desire to be in. Remember those tools and strategies you have. Remember to practice them, even if you're not at school. So here's what I'd like you to do. While we are adapting, while we're missing all those wonderful things about school and our friends and our families, I want you to make a list. Make a list of the tools and strategies that you have or that you've learned. Maybe they're things Mrs. Thatcher's taught you or your teachers taught you. Or maybe they're tools and strategies your mom and dad have taught you. But what are those tools and strategies that you know and can use to help you when you're in the red zone and you need to come out of it? When you're feeling blue and you want to feel a little more green. Or if you know you're in that yellow zone and it's just not being productive and you're not being able to get that schoolwork done at home. What are those tools and strategies? Make a list. Share it with your parents. You know what? Send it to me. I would love to see the list that you have. You can send it to me through your email or on Schoology. What are those tools and strategies you use to be adaptable? All right, PAX leaders, until next time, thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed Memoirs of a Goldfish. There's also Memoirs of a Hamster. I bet if you look it up, you might find it online. Until next time, keep being adaptable, keep being